and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy hump day. It is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. We're feeling great. We're feeling happy because we're off tomorrow and it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. All right, so we're getting stuff kicked off the right way today. Got a little bit of everything, as you already know. We got our burrata cheese today that we're gonna put in our pasta. So we've already drained off the water off these. So we're gonna get those. Hell yeah, rock your body. Yeah, everybody, rock your body, right? Okay, we're getting things started off in the right direction today, ladies and gentlemen, because it's hump day. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. I can already taste the weekend. I hope you guys can taste the weekend too. It's gonna be a beautiful one, so stick around. See what we got. Drain off some of this water. We got our burrata cheese that we're going to be putting on our pasta. We're just going to be cutting it up. It's not the creamy one that I would like, so when we cut it, it'll flow around. But we're going to put a little pieces here and there in our pasta. So let me just do that real quick before I get anything else started. Yeah. Rock your body, yeah. Rock your body, right? So Blackstreet, all right. All right, so how should we do this? Should we do that and then that? Just pour a little bit in. All right. And I add a little bit of cheese to that. So if anybody wants a little bit of cheese, they can have that in your pasta. I'm not going too crazy with it today. I just want to feel it out. So that's gonna go in our pasta. So I'll put that to the side for now. Backstreet back, all right. Everybody, once again, good morning to everyone. And it is Wednesday, so happy hump day. Feeling excited. It's a short week, and we're excited about that because we came back to work yesterday and it's already Wednesday and we have already off tomorrow. So anytime that happens in the week, I'm very much excited. So always a plus. All right, so let's get down to business. We have some potatoes that we're going to take out of the oven right now and we're going to glaze them up nicely and then we can put them in our container. So happy hump day. Let's go. Everybody, yeah. Rock your body. All right. So got our lovely roasted glazed sweet potato. And like I said yesterday, they don't have pockets though. What am I gonna do without pockets? Yeah. I'm gonna go grab. Can you grab a large for me, Gene? All right, so we got our potatoes. We are going to glaze them with our leftover glaze that we made for it. This is our miso and soy glaze that we did with some maple syrup. So we're just gonna finish it off. So we got our Hasselback potatoes with a little soy and maple glaze right here. It's looking good, it's looking fresh. Nothing's falling apart on us right now, so we're happy about that. Hopefully, we'll keep this nice, positive Wednesday energy going today. So let's do it. How's everybody's Wednesday morning? How's everybody gonna celebrate their hump day? I got a little bit of a plan later. Get out and do some little salsa dancing. Should be nice. I hope this weather holds up. There's a little bit of what do you call it there? Icy rain going on in the city right now, and I hope that does not get too crazy. That's what we're hoping for today. So we're just gonna lather the remaining of this glaze on our lovely sweet potato. Get it in between those grooves that we cut. And it's gonna give it a nice little sheen and shine to it, right? And in the meantime, we got a lot of other stuff in the oven. All right, everything's looking good. Let us put some nice parsley on here for y'all. Welcome to the chat. We're gonna call you Maz. Welcome to the chat. Happy hump day. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. I do appreciate it. It's Wednesday, so we're celebrating with some delicious looking food, all right? That's what we're doing today. So I appreciate your taking the time out of your busy lives to come by and just vibe with me a little bit while I get this stuff done. All right, so we're gonna get this in our container and get that going while the other stuff we have in the oven getting nicely and cooked. So gonna put it in one of these, and it should be all right. Should be more than enough. Hi.
Can I have a part, please?
Absolutely, take some. Anyway. We got some stubborn one that wanted to break a little bit, so. But all in all, it's gonna look pretty. Ugh. And to everybody who's just joining, once again, good morning and happy hump day. I appreciate you guys being here with me today or this morning. Whoa. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, this is some miso and soy maple glazed sweet potato Hasselback style. Hasselback meaning they're cut in these lovely patterns you can see in here. Whoa. These are really, really, like you gotta handle them so precise as they're just fall apart on you. It's looking good, no? It looks good. I think it looks good. I would eat this. All right, let's clean this area. And then we're gonna finish on top with a little bit of that glaze that we have left. Just pour that over top. So that's gonna seep down through. And that is the end of this loveliness. Everybody, oh, nicely glazed, looking pretty. All right, so I'm gonna take this away, and then we're gonna look in our oven and see what else we got coming out. Happy Hump Day, by the way. Let's go. Behind. That loud little noise in your ears was my oven going off, so I do apologize for any sudden loud noises, but that's what we got going on. All right, potatoes right there. Okay, let us so do our pasta, shall we? Bring you guys in for a little bit more. I will move you guys back because you might get a little bit of splash for what I'm about to do right now. So let me go grab my pasta and then we can get this party started. Don't stop. We are happy because it's Wednesday and we're off tomorrow and the weather is not too bad right now. But I do hear it's supposed to snow. I hope it doesn't. I hope the weatherman was telling a lie. So that's all I can hope for. All right, so we got our pasta over here. It's nice and hot. So in here we have some tomatoes, we have some arugula, and we have some spinach. That's what we got in here. We'll give that a little bit of toss to mix everything in. And I think yesterday we only needed one bowl, so we're gonna try to get through this in one bowl. And we're gonna separate it, make a little crevice in the middle so I can pour my pasta in there. Oh. Maybe not. We'll see if we're gonna be able to mix this around in one bowl. I hope I can. Saves me the trouble. It would save me the trouble of doing that. Angela, welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time to see what's going on. Everybody else in the stream, I appreciate the same. Giving me a little bit of time to check out the stream and see what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna give this a little bit of mix and hopefully everything stays in the bowl and not burn my hands off. All right, okay. We just want to use that heat to wilt our spinach and arugula a little bit because we're gonna put the sauce on as well. So I'm gonna get down under there. And now we are gonna grab our rosé sauce to put on top. Don't stop. All right, is that? Yeah, that is our rosé sauce. Ooh, it smells lovely and like tomatoes. I'm gonna show you guys the rosé sauce before I put it in, so give me a second. Whoa. This is our nice rosé sauce right here. Tomato cream sauce. That's what we call our rosé sauce. And then we're just gonna pour this on. And then we're gonna do the most crazy thing and stick our hand in here and hope not to get burned too much. Okay, okay. Get right down to the bottom. Get a nice little mix going there. Make sure you spread the tomatoes on your spinach and arugula everywhere as much as possible. And there, we got a little bit of garden going on right there. All right, so I'm gonna change my gloves and get those containers to put it in. We're gonna put ladle some sauce on top when we're finished with the cheese as well. Okay, we're gonna need 2 of these. Don't stop. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. I would appreciate that, ladies and gents. Happy hump day as well. Let's go. Our salmon's gonna be coming out the oven right after this too. Our chimichurri. So if you're here, join us yesterday. I told you that I'm going to probably marinate my salmon in our chimichurri sauce and then roast it off. And then I might add a little bit more. Well, it depends on how it looks. I might add a little bit more of that chimichurri sauce on top. But it all depends on how it looks when it comes out. So you'll see both versions of it just roasted with the spices and then add in the chimichurri after yesterday. And today it marinated in all the chimichurri, roasted, and then you'll see the difference. If you were here yesterday, you'll see the difference. Honestly, you can do it both ways. It's all about preference because you'll still get the flavors either way. You'll get more of that chimichurri throughout the salmon. That's the only real big difference. But other than that, all the flavors are still gonna be there. All right, that's another one down. I'm gonna take a look at my salmon real quick. It's getting there. I got a runaway pasta over here. Just grab that. And now we're gonna take some of our cheese that we have over here. Susanna. And we're just gonna randomly hit it in some places. This is our nice burrata cheese. Now, if you really want to make this special, you'll use it creamy burrata cheese. You put a nice one on top, you cut it open, and then you let it, all that lovely creamy cheese just flow down into your pasta dish. And the reason why I'm spreading it out like this, because I'm going to add this hot sauce back on top, and that's going to help melt the cheese down into the pasta. Just wipe her edges just a little bit. All right. Clean up my edges. Nobody likes to eat from a messy plate. Now, last but not least, we have our sauce. And we're just gonna ladle that sauce all over. Happening thing on my face. And we want this to be nice and creamy just because we're gonna have it in a hot food area, and we don't want our pasta to be dried out. So the creamier, the better. Happy Hump Day. Did I mention that? We should all be very excited because the weekend is right around the corner. So I hope everybody in the stream today have a nice, beautiful day. And if you don't, just let me know and I'll come and slap your bosses for you. Okay. Obviously, I'm joking, but still. Thought as not. So get as much of that sauce in there. Finally, now for this one, you can also put some basil on top if you want to. That would be great as well. All right, that's the end of my sauce. So now we are going to just hit that, clean up a little bit, make sure we don't have sauces running everywhere we don't want it to. Now that's been said, gets back. And we're just gonna hit that. Some greenery. Finally, it's happening, son. All right. That is our creamy pasta right here. So let us take this away where it needs to be. And I will be right back. It's for real. All right. We're just putting our pasta in our hot food area for our lovely customers. It's for real. Once again, just want to thank everybody for joining the stream today. And we're taking this away. Watch your back, very hot. Naj, can you move this for me, please?
That is she brought it. They brought it for you.
Bro, what for me?
I don't know what you're gonna do.
All right, so that is gone. So next we're gonna pull out our salmon and get our broccoli in the oven. So we can pull out our salmon and get that going. And this is how it looks when you marinate it with the chimichurri. So we can either keep it like this or we can put a little bit of more chimichurri on top. All right, so we have some of our chimichurri here. A nice little green herb chimichurri. We're gonna just put that ever so slightly on top. Now this chimichurri sauce is comprised of parsley, garlic, cilantro, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper, olive oil. It's a nice little green herb sauce, so it's gonna look like, definitely you're gonna see that green come out on camera. All I can say, if you ever had chimichurri, you know how good this tastes. So I think the taste will outweigh the green, the vibrant green of it. I'm just off camera, make sure we put chimichurri on all our salmon pieces. We're gonna have to make some of this sauce a little bit later, so stick around if you want to see that process. Usually right after we put out all our hot foods, we get into our prep section and replenish our menu for the following day. Obviously, this is not going to be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen at the moment, because if I was doing it like, you know, for a one-person plate or a few-person plate, it would be a little bit different the way we plate this, but this is for like the masses. So sometimes you just got to make that little bit of a sacrifice for the aesthetics. All right, so that is finished. So now we can put our salmon. Oh wait. We're gonna hit that with even more greenery. Isn't that lovely? Just giving it a little bit of parsley treatment. Give it that grassy look. All right, so now that is done, we can get this in our containers. As soon as I can make some space, that would be nice. You know what? I think we can fit it in one. So we'll just do that. All right, so get our lovely dish for our salmon going. Our oven is calling us, telling us things are done. So let's see if our oven's lying or not. No, things are ready to come out the oven, so that's great. So right after this, we'll do our chicken. Let's just get our salmon out the way for now. It's always a good idea when you work with salmon just to let it slightly cool down a little bit so those proteins would stabilize. And when you go to pick it up, it won't fall apart on you. Because if you just grab it when it just comes out the oven, it's going to be a little bit delicate. So you just have to watch that. Just a little bit of tip for you guys. And I think I said this yesterday, but this also could double as one of those meals you make on Halloween night to scare the kids. Like, Mommy, what is that? It's like, don't worry, just eat it. And then when they eat it, they realize it's delicious. But you might have to force them to eat it. I got a little bit of chimichurri on my jacket. It's not nice. This dish is green with envy. Really green. Hot, hot, hot behind. Thank you. All right, one more tray to go. So you get a nice color on your salmon, and then you have this off-putting green herb sauce on it. But believe it or not, it did sell out yesterday. So no matter how you feel about how it looks, it did sell out yesterday. So I, for one, I'm not gonna complain. Not every dish has to look vibrant and summery. Okay. I need your love. And that is another one of our dishes, ladies and gentlemen. Our beautiful salmon with chimichurri sauce on top. So hopefully you enjoy this one. I know I certainly will if I start to eat this. See, salmon is perfectly cooked, and then you just got this nice herb green sauce on top. All right, I'm gonna put this in our hot section, and I will be right back with our next dish. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. It's not too green for you? Okay, so now that's gone. It's time for our chicken. Let me just go grab that. And we can get that going. This is our lovely chicken right here. And this is gonna be our spice roasted chicken with our mushroom Asiago cream sauce. So we're gonna put you over here. This thing is truly in my way. Let me grab some gloves so I can get this started for you guys. And happy Wednesday, happy hump day to all you beautiful, lovely, amazing people in the stream today. I can't stress that enough. We all should be happy because it's Wednesday. And the only reason you should not be happy is if you have to work on the weekend. And for that, I am truly sorry. I am truly sorry if you have to work on the weekend. Nobody wants to work on the weekend. It's blasphemy to work on the weekend. Whoosh. This might fall a little bit. Pretty baby. Just know that if you have to work on the weekend, I feel your pain, and I do truly sorry. Feel sorry. Because I have to work on the weekend too. And it sucks. Not gonna sugarcoat it. Sucks. Pretty baby. And we're gonna tuck these nice chicken wings down here. It's gonna be like one of those hidden treasures. You won't know that they're there until you lift up these chickens. All right, so these are here. I'm gonna do the other one, and then we can put our sauces on. So let me do the other one real quick. Usually put some of that chicken dripping that we have onto our chicken. But because we're putting the cream sauce on, we don't want to make this too greasy. So that's why we're not doing that. Because cream and basically grease doesn't really like to play together that well. You know what else doesn't really play that well together? Too much citrus. Cream and too much citrus will make your cream separate. So if you're doing a sauce on that with like cream and a lot of citrus, high chances your sauce is gonna separate instead of coming together. That's why if you're ever doing that, you just want to add a small amount of citrus to your cream sauce. I'm not saying you can't add citrus, I'm just saying you want to do it in moderation. All right, let's get rid of this guy, and then we can sauce our chicken up. Oh, Flora, it's hump day. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. All right. So let's bring this over. No, somebody saying snoring is a lot, and my heart just sank to the bottom of my body. I hope that stops by the time I leave work today. Come on, Canada, stop with your nonsense. All right, so we're gonna pour our cream sauce on top, mushroom cream sauce. Let me just go grab that. No, they should be out there. That's all we have right now.
Ask me if I was here a little early.
No, no, you're good. You can take. All right, so got our mushroom cream sauce that we're gonna pour all over. Now, this cream sauce comprises of spices, onion, garlic, red white wine, 35% cream, mushrooms, just some mixed mushrooms, cremini, and we have Asiago cheese melted in here for the sauce as well. So it's a nice cheese creamy sauce. I hope everybody in the chat can hear me. Everybody in the stream can hear me properly. I can't really check on the audio right now, so I'm not sure how I'm coming through. But if I'm coming through okay, you guys in the chat, let me know. Else, I'm just gonna continue this madness. All right, it's looking good. Last but not least, we're gonna hit this with some more. Is that Asiago cheese on top? Remember, this is going to be sitting in our hot food area, so it will melt the cheese down, so I'm not worried about that. Trying to get it on all these chicken pieces. And if you are like at home doing something like this, you can add the cheese, put it back in the oven on broil, so nicely melt and caramelize the cheese on top, and it'll look awesome. It'll look just absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. So that's another thing you can do. Again, we're just gonna put some greenery on top, and that's our lovely Asiago creamy chicken right there. Hello, Jean. How are you? Huh? Is that the large one?
Large,
Ah,
sorry.
thank you. Appreciate you. Not to mess it up. All right, so this is our lovely. So it's gonna be in the hot food area, so all that cheese is gonna melt onto your chicken, and then you have the creamy sauce at the bottom. So it's gonna be delicious, trust me. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. All right, let's take that over to our hot food area. behind hot, 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 hot. And if you like mushroom, you got all that lovely mushroom flavor coming out of your chicken as well. So that is an absolute plus.
I don't know where it should. I should have the book.
All right. And last but not least, we're gonna have our mixed vegetables coming out with our lovely sauce. So give me a second. Anita, can you help me move this cart, please?
We're not saying you left things.
All right. Another one down. One more to go. All right, let's get our little bowl here. This is our chickpeas arugula. It's gonna be for a mixed veg. So what's missing is our sweet potato and our broccoli. So those two are ready to come out of the oven. So I'm gonna grab them real quick. You got a friend in me. Toy Stories? Have you ever seen Toy Stories? Yeah? So emotional every single time. Makes you want to. At the end, you ever seen I think it was Toy Story 3 when they almost got like roasted in the fire or something like that? That one almost made me cry. I was like, no! Not the toys. Right? I legit thought that it was gonna happen. I thought they're actually gonna get toasted in the fire. Like, that is madness. I'm like, why would you do this in a kid's movie? So we got our sweet potato. Cool. We have our lovely broccoli. Get rid of this tray. Hot, hot. And then we have a little bit more sweet potato. All right, so we're gonna give this I don't want to toss it too much, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in our dressing. Let me just get some, change my gloves real quick. I wanna add in our nice tahini dressing. And then because I don't wanna toss it too much, I wanna lightly toss it in our dressing and not absolutely destroy our sweet potato. So let me just do that real quick. I gotta say, I quite enjoy tahini dressing. Any dressing that's made with tahini is okay in my book. can add like all the flavors you can add to it, because tahini itself doesn't have a ton of flavor. It takes on whatever you add to the tahini, so you get this like creaminess to your dressing and whatnot. But all in all, it's delicious. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of grab from push my hand to the all the way to the bottom, and kind of just come up through the middle. And that's how I want to mix that, because I do not want to mash out. Yeah, I'm coming right now. I don't want to mash out my sweet potato too much. Sometimes you just can't avoid it because it's going to be so delicate because it just came out of the oven. All right, so that's as much I'm going to mix it. All those flavors should already be incorporated in it. Plus, I've already seasoned our cauliflower, and I've seasoned our sweet potato as well. So even if the dressing doesn't 100% coat everything, everything still has seasoning on it. The dressing is simple for this one. The dressing is simply just an added layer of flavor. And another thing you can do with this, you can roast your chickpeas with some spice. Roast them until they're like crispy, and you can use that instead of just having fresh chickpeas in there as well. And that will give you a nice crunch to this vegetable dish as well. So little things you can do to change a dish to suit whatever needs you feel like. All right. And that is done. That's our lovely vegetable mix right here. Sweet potato, broccoli, chickpeas, and a tahini vinaigrette with a little bit of arugula to complement. I'll give it a little bit of that spiciness from the arugula. So I'm gonna get this in our hot food area, and I will be back. Behind. What's happening up there? Give this a little bit of wipe down. I don't like when my area is messy, and it dries me up the wall when it is. Let's take this away. Behind. All right, let me wash my hands real quick.
Go lunch.
All right. So today's prep day is gonna happen pretty fast. It should happen pretty fast because I have a ton of added stuff I gotta do today. So, Sydney, welcome back. Your comments are your own. I'll leave it to them. But to everybody else, you know the drill. We're getting into our prep section of the video or the stream now. So I'm gonna go grab some stuff. I'm gonna grab my pot. I gotta get that wash. And I get my pasta going. I got my sweet potato I need to go in. And I got a couple other stuff I gotta grab. So while I do that, I'm gonna put the stream down here and let you guys hang out for a minute while I go grab the rest of my ingredients and stuff and gather them, and I'll come back to get the prep portion of my video. So I'll take this as a nice little break. If you need to go grab some drink, grab some water or something like that, feel free to do that. Treat this as a nice little break, a healthy break to stretch your legs and get away for a second and come on back. But let me go grab my stuff.
At easyinsurance.ca. Conditions apply. Visit easyinsurance.ca.
Just know that don't need any negativity. Constructive criticism is okay. I do appreciate that. I don't mind that at all. Just being flat out negative in the chat will get you banned or blocked. So that's for everyone on the stream. So be respectful. If you have something constructive to say, it's always welcome. If you're just gonna come to the chat to be an asshole, you will get blocked or banned, just to let you know. That's the caveat. It's a happy Wednesday, it's hump day. Why are you so negative? It's the middle of the week. The weekend's almost here. Come on. Just relax. Have a good vibe. Chill out. Philly, I need to somehow find my pot in all of that mess over there. I need to somehow find my pot in all that mess over there. No, I need to wash my pot. I'm just saying. I'm gonna have to find it in all this mess over here. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Let me wash this real quick. You know, it's the kitchen. These messes are supposed to happen. For everyone who's just joining the stream right now, happy hump day, happy Wednesday. I am currently getting into the prep section of the stream. All the lovely food that I had to put out is gone out. So I'm currently in my dish pit, washing up some dishes so I can get those to start my my prep. Get ready for tomorrow. And I got to think about next week as well, because next week I have a couple catering gigs going on that I have to start to organize and prep for. Hi, Maria. Cheryl, can you hear me? Huh? That would be so surprising. No? I've never heard her sing. One day I'm just gonna sneak up on her and be like,
Not that loud.
to anyone joining the stream just now, just to let you know that again, we are getting into our prep section of this video, so I'm currently just getting some stuff ready on my back end, grabbing some ingredients, and then I'll bring you guys back up once I'm finished with that lovely little bit right there. It's just the way things go. Unless I'm at home with one of our home cooking streams, then you know I can be more interactive with our lovely online community. I do appreciate everyone who stops by just to say hi and just to vibe out, ask questions a little bit. We appreciate that stuff. Leave a like, leave a comment. We do appreciate that stuff. When I'm at work, like I am right now, I do try to respond to the comment as much as possible. But just knowing that I have to walk away in order to grab my ingredients and get all the stuff prepped for my following workday. So have a little patience with me. Also, when we're not on stream, I'm always active in our Discord community. So if you guys have any questions from the stream earlier or something like that you'd like to ask, feel free to join our Discord. It's free. You don't need to pay anything. You just join and take over whatever chat room you feel like is appropriate for you.
Do you need kale?
Do I need kale? I need nothing.
I got a lot of kale.
All right. All right, so now I'm putting a pot of water on my stove to keep you guys updated on what I'm doing. Pot of water on the stove for our pasta that we're going to be cooking. So we're just adding in some olive oil, some salt to our pot. And then we're going to cover it and bring that to a boil while we go grab our pasta and something else that we need to prep for tomorrow. I do need to make more of that chimichurri sauce, which is great. All right, cover. And in the middle of me grabbing things, you might hear random conversations that happen. I can't control those, so they're just gonna happen. Hence, I am at work and around a lot of people all the time. So for me not to talk to other people while I'm at work, it's quite frankly a little shady. So, all right, I'm gonna go and grab my ingredients and I'll be back. So stick around. What's up, sickness? I don't wanna know, I don't really wanna hurt no more. Bento. It's getting warmer, eh? It's getting warmer,
Oh, yeah.
little by little. Except the freezing rain and snow that's supposed to happen today.
Not today.
Yeah. All right, I'm on my way to grab my pasta. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Let's go, dude. Oh, we got our pasta. Nice. Shut that door. Cause I don't wanna go. I don't need to know no more. All right, so we're over grabbing some of our sweet potato. What's going on, sir? All right, we got some of our sweet potato. Now we're gonna grab some cherry tomatoes. All right, so we got a few stuff. We're making our way back. Wicked. All right, bring you guys back up until we get ready. I don't wanna go where you don't wanna go no more. For a second there, I thought you were gonna be our cashier.
You wish.
All right, I don't know if you probably can't see that. But here we go. We got our cherry tomatoes that we're gonna prep up for our pasta tomorrow. I'll say tomorrow, but the following day. Lovely, nice, vibrant. We're gonna give these a nice wash. Package or not, you should always get into the habit of washing things that you buy from the grocery store. So, yeah. And now, we got our pasta. These guys, we're gonna open up and put them in a container until our pasta water comes to a boil. And then we can add them in. So we're just gonna put this in our calendar. Nice little strainer, because we're gonna use this same thing to strain our pasta when it's all said and done. So why waste dishes when you can be proactive? Because you know, I'm gonna be using this again. Obviously, we all wish we can use nice fresh pasta, but it's not my life right now. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side and wait till our pot of water comes up to a boil. If you can see him there, you can't really see him, but you'll see him when the water comes to a boil. So we're gonna put this over here. In the meantime, and then we're gonna take our sweet potato and get that washed. And we have 2 rounds of sweet potato. We're gonna have sweet potato that we're gonna use for our roasted veg. That's the last dish we put up earlier today. And then there's a sweet potato we're gonna use cut up for our glaze and everything else. So this one we're gonna cut up for our roasted veg, and the other one we're gonna grab afterwards. Hopefully we can find some small ones and not these gigantic ones to cut up. The big ones are good for what I needed for right now for the roasted veg. But the smaller ones are better for me for the glazed sweet potato, just because they'll cook a little bit faster and I'll have to worry about not having enough time for me to cut them. So I'm gonna wash these and come right back. Ugh, so much dirt on these potatoes. It's nice to see. Potatoes are from the ground, but jeez. Giving my potatoes a nice bath over here, nice cold water bath. All right. The water looks less dirty than when I first started. All right. We're leaking here. What is happening? Why am I getting flooded? I don't like to be flooded. Maria, we have some leakage over here. We got a little bit of kitchen problems. There's some water leaking out of some unknown places right now. So that's gonna delay my little prep.
We already called Carmen and we told her she checked. Because she said, where is it coming from? I said, I don't know, you look.
You see from there, I think they need the plumber to be in the port.
All right, that was a little bit scary, but we're back. Somebody needs to call the plumber. All right, so let's get down to business, shall we?
The gas dial 102, the gas dial 102.
We're gonna get a container for our scraps and a container to keep our potatoes in.
What was this?
So I'm saving all my love for you. All right, we're gonna peel up some potatoes. My stomach's actually starting to rumble a little bit. It's telling me to go eat something. But there's a few items I want to get off my list before I go do that. You don't know what it's like to love somebody. Is anybody else in the stream happy as I am right now for Hump Day? I feel like Wednesday should be a national party day across the world just because midpoint till the weekend. And the only reason you would not be happy is if you have to work on the weekend, which I still do, but I'm still happy because, you know, Hump Day only means that I'm off tomorrow. So we always got to be happy for that. Although I probably have a ton of things I got to do tomorrow. There is some editing I still need to do for the channel that I've been really slacking off on. But, you know, we do what we can. We're not like those other full-time YouTubers. We do what we can, though. It's a big one. Very big one. Cut off this part because it's going to be hard to peel into. And it's a little bit on that side of things. Cause you don't know what it's like to love somebody. La da dee da da, la da dee da da, la da dee da 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 da. La da dee da da. So, what's the one thing everyone's looking forward to for this for 2026? You guys looking forward to anything major, or it's just another year for you, for everyone here in the stream? Let me know down in the chat. Honestly, for me, I'm mainly looking towards my my trip to Japan. I'm planning a trip to Japan, and I will definitely bring you guys with me to Japan when I can. Bring you guys on a little tour with me. Video-wise or stream-wise, it all depends, and if I have data over there. But that's gonna happen towards the end of the year. But I am 100% looking forward to that trip. I'm excited to dive headfirst in a new culture and see some new cuisines. Some, I wouldn't say new cuisine, but I would love to see some new dishes, some new food, a new way of preparing those foods. that will be that'd be a great actually. That'd be awesome. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to for this year. How about everyone else? And don't be shy down in the comments. I do not bite. Just try to be respectful and try to keep it positive or constructive. I do not bite unless you're a bowl of calamari. Then you're shit out of luck. To be honest with you. La da dee da 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 da. La da dee da da. La da dee da da. La da dee da da. You'd be a number one. You'll be my lover. All right, we're almost done with our peeling. We can get to our chopping, and hopefully our pasta water is boiling by then, and we can do two things at once. Get those stuff out of our way. I think a couple of days of carrying next week is 100 and something people. So I have that on my mind right now. I want to get that. I want that day to come so I can get it over with and get it out of the way. That would be great.
Oh my God.
I can be your hero, baby. All right, that's said and done. Baby's always sighing. All right, let's get these lovelies cut up into their water bath for our next day. You guys are a little bit close. You're gonna get that a little rocking, and then you might get pushed off your nice little area right there. So
Maybe I want to put mine here. They can collect garbage. Give me a break here. Sorry, but I need it. Also
So everything that
So these potatoes that I'm cutting right now, they're gonna be for my roasted veg dish. If you're here earlier in the stream, you'll see that one. That's the one with the broccoli, the sweet potato, and the chickpeas. That's what this is gonna be for. Ah, our pasta water is almost there, almost starting to boil. It's a good little sign. All right, our lovely pasta water is boiling up here, so let me take care of that real quick. Just add in our pasta, so we're gonna let that come back to a boil, and then we are going to cover it, let it come back to a boil, and then we leave it uncovered and cook it for less than the approximate time for this, which is gonna be about 10-11 minutes. Just keep it al dente, so when I go to use it again, it's not mushy. So this is one of our prep done for today. We're gonna wrap this, put it in our cart. I do have chickens to make today as well. All right, so that is done. Maria, can I get 4 of these? I need about 4 of them. Yeah. I missed one. I missed one. Damn it. I was not paying attention and I missed one. Check our pasta. Water's starting to boil, which is good. Now I can give a nice toss. And now I can set my timer. All right, so while that's going, I'm gonna go grab my, put you guys down here, while I go grab the rest of my sweet potato, and I'll be right back. I am not even here right now, sir. Well, you know, you told me that earlier. Just know after this, I won't be back. Right? I'm plus, you know, I'm helping.
You are?
Yeah. Make sure the rotation is. I don't want that one. Gene. All right, our pasta is going. We got our next batch of sweet potato. And now we are going to wash our potatoes. Oh,
¿Dónde lo sientes?
give me a second. I'm just trying to get organized and I'll bring you guys back up. All right. So now we're gonna wash these batch of potatoes and get them sliced up and in our water for our next item. And and then we can do our tomatoes. Then our pasta should be, our pasta is gonna be done before we're done this. So we do our pasta, we do these, do our tomatoes, then we gotta grab our chicken to cut up and marinate. So, got a few things ahead of us. So let me get these washed up nicely. Although I will be keeping them in a water bath, is I don't want none of that dirty water to get in between. Sorry, man. Yeah. I don't want none of that dirty water to get in between our potatoes when we slice them and have them in that water. So. We want to make sure they're nice and washed. Does anybody in the stream right now, dance salsa at all? I got a little salsa lessons later. A little bit nervous, but should be fine. All right. Potato is nice and washed. Let's bring them back over. Our pasta is almost there.
One more?
How much you give me? I need 2 more.
I have one more. Look at it. I'm gonna transfer that, and I will look it and I'll search it.
Okay. All right. We have 5 more minutes for our pasta, and then we can get that strained up. So in the meantime, we can get these are tomatoes that we're gonna cut later. Just need to carve out some space for them. This is our container for our potatoes that we're gonna put our potatoes in water. There's so many steps when it comes to prepping. I swear, you have to get everything ready, and then you can get into what you need to prep. All right, we're going to start on the big end of things, and then we're just going to angle it down, your knife down, and then we're just going to go through, but not all the way through. essentially what you're looking for. Not all the way through, but it makes for a good party item. Show off to your guests and be like, ah, this looks nice. Give it to the ladies. Yeah. I think it's better to, when you get to the end, it's better to turn it and do it because that end is always like curved up. Better to cut it without it you cutting off that end piece. So. Nice, nice. All right, let me go, let me deal with this pasta real quick, and then we can come back to our potatoes. You hear that beeping? Just in time. Cool. All right, the pasta is drained. We're just gonna cool down it with some cold water to stop that cooking process. By doing so, we'll get a nice al dente pasta when we go to reheat it again. So when we reheat it, we don't get mushy pasta. All right, process cool down, drain off that excess water, and then we can bring it back over and get it oiled up. All right. A little bit of olive oil. And you just want to coat all your lovely little pastas right here. Give them a nice little mix. Get that therapeutic mixing in. This is very therapeutic, by the way. Trust me, try it. I can do this all day. Cook some pasta and just, you know what I mean? All right, get this wrapped up and on our prep cart. We got too much to do today to play for too long. Way too much to get done today. Let's put a label on here. Hey, guess who knows the date today? This guy. 26, 1826. And now this is going in our cart so that we can get our potatoes done. All right, let's get back to business. I got some weird co-workers. Whew. I almost cut through all of that one. Almost. And the reason why I'm choosing all smallest sweet potato I can find is because they cook. They're gonna cook faster. All right, this one's just about full. I think we can do one small one. Get it in there. What is that? Oh, I cut through that one too much. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's grab our next container. All right. Now let us continue. You guys don't hear me talking too much. It just means I'm kind of really focused on what I'm doing right now. Trying not to cut all the way through and sometimes if I conversate too long, I lose a little bit of focus what I'm doing and I'm cutting through all of this loveliness. That's all I'm saying. And I'm trying not to also cut a fingertip off while doing this. like a half of one. It's still gonna happen though. We're still gonna make it happen. Hi. Does it have what in it? Does it have what?
Honey or anything.
The chimichurri has honey? No. Some protein bar. That's alright.
So nothing sweet, right?
Nothing sweet. Why? She said something sweet? There's nothing sweet in it. It's just herbs.
I told her mix herbs, like all together.
Herbs and red wine vinegar. There was no sweetness in my chimichurri. Chimichurri is not supposed to be sweet. It's supposed to give you that earthiness. And you got the hint of acidity from the vinegar from it.
Why are you saying?
All right, we got a few more to go, and then we can move on to our next adventure. It's all about consistency. You get the right rhythm going, you can breeze through these preps sometimes. Other days, it's just a slog. It just goes on forever. It feels like it'll never end. Temp. All right, last but not least. Perfect. Now, we can wrap those up, put those on our prep cart, and we're ready to move on. Why don't we go and get a drink of the West End? All right. Thank you. All right, next up is our tomatoes. Just need something to put it in. Why don't we go and get a drink on the Westin? It's like working in a pool, huh? Behind. All right, can I use that for a second?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. There we got our lovely cherry tomatoes that we're gonna chop up here. Neutron, welcome to the stream. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for taking the time after your busy day. Leaving a comment. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that takes the time to come on, check out the stream, see what's going on. We are, if you're wondering what we're doing right now, we're just in our prep section of this stream. We did all our beautiful food, hot foods that we put out earlier in the stream. So now we're just replenishing everything that we have. Why don't we go and get a drink on the Winston? Right now, we're cutting up our lovely tomatoes for our pasta dish. Our nice rosé creamy pasta. And this is one of the prep for that, so getting these out of the way so we don't have to worry about them. What's going on, man? You alright? Hey, how are you?
What are you making today?
Me, I'm just prepping right now for tomorrow. Thank you. Interesting. Ohio. It's important. I'm sure they'll leave a message.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
We're making a mess of things.
Why don't we go and get a drink on the Westin? Alright, we're trying to breeze through right now. Trying to get this stuff done. Trying to go sit down, have a good little meal.
Ashwa. Because the storm, I guess.
You make me feel brand new. These old tracks. Oh my god. You make me feel brand new. Where are they finding these music from? Happy Hump Day, everyone in the stream. Welcome. If you guys are joining us, we are just, you know, having a lovely Wednesday. Looking forward to tomorrow because we are going to get to sleep in. And it's pretty much midweek. So if you're happy about that, leave a comment down below because I am ecstatic that I get to sleep in tomorrow. Oh baby, you make me feel brand new. Yeah, you make me feel brand new. All right, so that is our tomatoes. And we're gonna wrap that up for our cart. You make me feel brand new. All right, that's another one down. And many more to go. So we have got to go grab, get a couple of bowls. Hope everybody can hear me. I gotta apologize. Unfortunately, my battery ran out. I wasn't paying attention to my battery, so my phone completely died on me. And that is what happened to the stream. Sorry, it went dead there for a little. Sorry about that. I just want to apologize. I forgot how much to check my forgot to check my battery life on that. My camera completely died. So hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me down in the chat. That is what happened to the stream. I do apologize about that. The abrupt ending. It was intentional. thought I had more battery life than I did. So you guys are plugged in, you guys are juiced up and ready to go. I just overlooked that process. You should have seen the look on my face when the stream went blank. I was like, what is happening? And then I realized my battery died, so I have to get it on the charger and get you guys back up. So we are back. Thank you. Thank you for, sticking around and seeing what's happening. Let me know if the audio is any good. I had to change on my audio so I can get you guys charged up quickly. Let me know how the audio, if you guys can hear me in the chat. So, that being said, since we're back, I'm getting ready to do my chickens and stuff like that, so I'm going to switch out this board for our chicken board. And then we're going to go grab our chicken and get started. But once again, apologize. Battery on my camera died, so the stream went dark for a second. But we're back. And I would appreciate if anyone can tell me how the audio is, if they can hear me in the chat, because I have to switch out some stuff. Gonna be a board for a chicken. One of our bowls. Okay. All right. So we're back. And I'm gonna put you guys on here while I go grab my chicken, and I will be back after I grab my chicken. Yeah, you can take it. Let me grab my knife. All right, so I will grab my. Let me go grab my chicken, and I will be right back. No worries.
I think that's healthy, right? Not the chicken and the vegetable. You gotta get a lot of food, right?
you guys back up. Let's see if our audio should be alright. We're back. A little earlier, but we should be ready to go. Cause you are my lady. Alright, so I can't fully tell how the audio quality is right now because I had switched it over to so I'm able to get you guys charged up. I can't really tell if you guys can hear me. I could just only hope that the audio is decent. That's all I can hope for right now. But other than that, we're getting our chicken prepped up. Whatever you need from me.
Next, we use it. Did you next?
Whatever you need from me.
No, I'm asking you. Is that grateful?
Got my lovely coconut for later. Stacy was wondering what happened to the live stream. I am sorry. It kind of fell off a little bit since my camera decided it wanted to die on me. So I had to change up my audio and get you guys plugged in so you guys can I can get my battery pack on my camera so it can bring back up to our live stream. So now we're getting into prepping our, hopefully you guys can hear me properly. I'm not too sure. I don't have a gauge that tells me what the audio is, but we are about to dive into our chicken prep for you can see that little brown thing just beside the bowl over there.
Oh no.
usual, we're gonna save the bones for our bone broth. Come Christmas time in those days, holidays, we're probably gonna use the bones for more of doing, instead of a bone broth, we're gonna do a nice chicken stock. Use that to make a gravy and other jus like that. So that's when the holiday season comes back around. But for now, we're just gonna strictly stick to our bone broth unless we have a party or something that we need to make up a special sauce for. I'm not sure yet because I do have a couple of days of catering next week. So I gotta make up the menu for them and see what I want to put on.
Young boy. No, don't take that. Chicken and save yourself a buck or two from the grocery store. Instead of buying chicken, save little pieces. Buy them whole. And I'm only stressing this because I went to the grocery store the other day and I bought a whole chicken for $15. And then I looked beside the whole chicken and they were selling 3 pieces of chicken breast. Whole chicken breast, 3 pieces for $13. So I don't know about you, but I'd rather get the whole chicken and have more pieces than the whole chicken for $15 than buying just 3 pieces of chicken breast for $13. So that's all I'm saying. You'll get more value out of that $15 by buying the whole chicken than buying the 3 pieces of chicken breast. Get a lot more value out of that. That's why I always say, if you have to, if you find it cheaper, buy the whole chicken and just debone it yourself, right? And you have a lot more meats, you got a lot more that you can do with it. So, that being said, I'll show you my process after getting the whole chicken. Going to put off some of this excess skin. Take off the wing. Take off the other wing. We're keeping all of that, by the way. Cut down underneath the breast into that bone cavity in the rib cavity area. Turn it. Kind of break the back a little bit. Cut through that meat. Push down and break the back in that center bone area. You're going to break it. And then it's easier to cut through. And you have these 2 pieces. You can cut through here, have more pieces. And then you want to flip it over. You want to cut down that middle part area. Right between the bone and the meat for the breasts. Put your knife up close against the bone. And just slide your knife down that bone until you get to and then you have your breasts and you have your drumstick. And you just repeat with the other side. Put down that bone. Put down that bone, and you have these two. And you see how much meat you have left for $15, other than having 3 of these for $13. You have the bone that you can use for stock or something else as well. So I'm just saying, value for shop smarter, don't spend more. I'm on the top. I always just buy the first thing I see sometimes. Because I just like working with high ingredients. So I don't know, man. For me, as a chef in the kitchen, it just like it kills me not to get the best ingredients I possibly can get my hands on. So for my wallet, it usually gets more abused when I go to the grocery store to buy things for myself. But I can give you guys a little bit of tips to save yourself a little bit of money in that grocery store area, you know. Live a healthier lifestyle. Protect your wallet. That's all I'm saying. Protect your wallet. And also, while we're doing this live stream, I would love to take a moment to give a nice warm thank you to our community of supporters who joined our YouTube program. I just want to say thank you very much. We do appreciate the support. You guys help us drive this channel to new heights, so we do appreciate you all. And that goes out to all our members on our YouTube membership program. To everybody else in the stream, I'm just glad to have you here, watching, supporting us. You guys are amazing as well. And to everybody who comments, leave a like and a comment. You guys are also amazing. And I take none of this for granted. And I can't stress that enough. So we're almost through half of our boxes of chicken. It's coming along nicely. go to marinate it. Susanna. Ooh, these chickens are so cold. My fingers are getting cold right now. Alright, we're getting through this. Getting through this nicely. Our battery levels are coming up, so that's great. Guys, apologize for that again. 100% my fault on that one. I thought I had more battery life and I wasn't checking. So maybe I should just start plugging you guys from the start. And we won't have this problem, won't we? And we wouldn't have this problem. If the audio sounds a little bit off, a little bit mixed, it's just because my camera battery died. I had to switch the audio up a little bit so I can get you guys charged up quickly to get the stream back online. So that is what's going on. So the audio sounds a little bit off. But you know, trial and error. This is what we go through. Nothing's perfect, no one's perfect. We learn as we go. Hey, do some work. No. I'm supposed to go out tonight. I can't be here in the weather is bad outside. That's not nice.
Estelita, por favor. Rapidinho, Estelita. Of course, Estelita. Your desires are commands from me.
nice little breast right here. Very good. I've seen some overs, like really ridiculously big chicken breasts. Some of these grocery stores, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure chickens don't get that big, but why is the breast so big? And it's not turkey, it's chicken breast, and I'm like, there's no way. Chicken must have like was super jacked to have a breast this big, and you know, like there's just no way. I don't believe it. It's modified chickens. But I digress. What do I know? I'm just a guy making trying to make a living in this world.
Mucho frío, mucho frío,
Mucho
mucho
frío.
frío, mucho frío. Mucho ricas las patatas.
Something patatas. Chicken left, and then we can start marinating. Nice. As if the tip of my finger survived. It's frigid cold. The beauty about chicken bones as well, they're not very tough to cut through. So it's not like you're cutting like a turkey bone or a beef bone or something like that. It's a little bit more delicate than that. So it's a little bit easier to cut through. So it's a little bit, you go to debone these stuff, you can always, if you feel like you hit a point where you can't, you can always just take a good solid knife and just get through the bone. You know what I mean? Interesting. See me push the chicken like that. I'm just trying to get it to sit flush so it doesn't roll around on me when I get to this part and I go to cut through the bone, cut through the sides here of the breast. That's why I do that. There's nothing special about it. I just want to make sure it doesn't roll around when I'm trying to get through the middle. If it rolls, you can later roll the wrong way and you can cut yourself. So that's why we do that. Alright, last but not least, the very last chicken. And then we're gonna get rid of this board and that stuff so we can get this marinated. Happy Hump Day to everyone here who's joining the stream. Just joining the stream. Happy Hump Day, happy Wednesday. We are midweek. And that is something, if you're not excited by anything today, that is something to be truly excited about. Even if you're a workaholic, you can still appreciate it being almost a weekend. My knife is too sharp, so I kind of cut through that wishbone. So I don't want that cooked up in my chicken breast and maybe somebody will bite down on it. So make sure we grab that. Alright, that's the last piece of breast right there. Get these extra pieces. Save that for our bone broth. Get rid of this one. Over here. Yeah. Thank you. Let me put away my board, my little red board over there, and we'll come back to marinate these chicken. coat all our chicken. And then just gonna hit it with some spices. And some lemon juice. The goal is to get the oil nicely coating our chicken. So when we get our spices, the spices can travel throughout and marinate these chickens. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go grab our spices so we can put our spices. So, can I read
Why we have so many shops here? One more shop.
Oh, we like to collect trucks. Maria,
Yes. Close to the applesauce. And that's it down there.
we got a little spice blend right there. And this consists of things I cannot tell you because it's chef secret. %, amazing. Alright? That's all I can tell you. Alright, so now we're gonna just sprout this spice chicken and also get one of the containers of it. Our chicken. And then a little by little and toss.
What's that?
have the time to make food. The protein is definitely good. It just adds so much more flavor to your life. Let's look down. Make sure you get all the lovely spices mixed up throughout your chicken. You get those slices right in between those areas that you won't necessarily get to, like those flaps, chicken, get them in there. We're gonna let that sit and marinate in those spices for a day. When we go to roast it, we're just gonna hit it with a little bit more slices on the skin side, roast that up. And then we're gonna add it with our creamy mushroom sauce that we did earlier in the stream. So that's what that's gonna be for. So for now, we're gonna put this. And again, one of them we're gonna have to keep in our bowl. It's like here when our chicken. Put this in. We're also going to add, since there's also a smoked paprika in here, we can also add some smoked paprika and we'll be able to cook it as well on top. I just want to say thank you for everybody that says hi down in the chat, especially all the way from Indonesia. That's awesome. Down in the chat, beautiful soup. Welcome, welcome. If you're a first time here, I just want to say welcome to the stream and happy Hump Day. It's the middle of the week. It's Wednesday, so say that to you. And I appreciate you taking the time to come out and support. Really appreciate it. And just remember, I I do this because of y'all. This one we're going to keep in our bowl. Because we don't have another container at the moment. Label real quick.
$6. They are delicious.
Now, we can put this in our plate and take that all. Alright. Alright, ladies and gents. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who stopped by to join us in the stream today. You guys are amazing. Thank you to all the community members that stopped by and supported us today as well. Everyone who left a comment, I just want to say thank you. You're all amazing. I hope you guys have I hope the rest of your day is beautiful and positive and enjoyable. All right. We're gonna end the stream now, and I'm gonna take my break because I've been standing here since 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's almost 2 o'clock now. So I'm gonna take a break. Majority of our prep is almost done, so definitely join us on our next stream. Hit that notification to know when we go live again, or when we're cooking something amazing at home for a nice dinner. So until then, we'll see you guys. Stay warm, stay safe, and catch you on the next one. So peace.